Finally, milk foam done properly. Hi there, Josh here from Alternative Brewing, and today we're diving into the submittable Nanofoamer Pro. This little device is a game changer in your daily coffee routine if you drink milk. And picture this, it expertly foams and heats your milk, rivaling that of the skills from a barista using an espresso machine. Now, what sets the Nanofoamer apart is it is designed for any coffee scenario where your milk meets the coffee. And the kicker is that it is versatile with all types of milk, whether it's low fat, full cream, or even those tricky alternatives like soy, almond, oat, macadamia, rice, pea,
5 minutes later,
hazelnut, hemp, or potato. The real magic is that it manages the foam precisely, a feature often overlooked by other foamers. You can adjust the foam level to your liking, something many other devices completely lack. Now, off the record, it might sound a bit complex, but that complexity is what makes it stand out. Oh, and did I mention that it can also handle any milk temperature preference up to around 70 degrees Celsius. But if you do like it hotter, that might be a problem. Anyway, what is exciting is that it not only makes your coffee dreamy, it also opens the door to doing latte art at home without a traditional espresso machine. So stick around and see how the Nanofoamer Pro can turn your morning coffee into a canvas for creativity. Let's go. In unboxing the Nanofoamer Pro, it's impressively well packaged, coming with clear instructions on how to use it. The compact, aesthetically pleasing design feels more than just another plastic appliance for your kitchen counter, and the steel jug adds that touch of sophistication to it. And the total volume of milk you're able to work with is a minimum of 100 mils with a maximum of 220 mils. So we're basically talking about a single cup of 8-ounce coffee or smaller. So to start with, you choose from one of 3 flow controllers and you place them inside the jug where it's magnetized to the side. Now, these controllers all have different gradients, which dictate how slow or fast the milk will spin, which will then influence the amount of foam that is created. For full cream milk, the black tab is recommended, due to the easy foaming capabilities of full cream milk. However, for plant-based alternatives, they recommend beginning with the blue tab and then assess the results of the foam before deciding if the green tab is then necessary. You insert these tabs just left of the minimum maximum guide inside of the jug, ensuring that they are flush with the bottom of the jug and that thinnest part of the tab is facing upwards. Next, we'll fill it up with milk to our desired level and place the lid on, ensuring that it is down nice and flush with the top of the jug. It's just if you don't get that lid down correctly, the effect the impeller, which is the thing attached to the inside of the lid, has on spinning the milk will be greatly affected. So with the milk filled up and the lid down nice and tight, we're now to choose from 5 different settings through this touchscreen window down below, which will further dictate how much foam we end up with in the jug. And 1 will give you the least amount of foam and 5 will give you the most. Those being both the extremes. 2, 3, and 4 are recommended for the ideal levels in your average sized drink, such as a latte, flat white, small cappuccino, and so forth. Now, once chosen, the Nanofoamer Pro will begin the 3 phases. 1 of aerating the milk to add that volume you have programmed it for, then incorporating those additional micro bubbles in the body of the milk through a vortex it will then create. And it does this all whilst heating it to a cool 55 degrees Celsius. And once it reaches that temperature, it will beep once and display OK on the screen. However, unless you prefer cooler coffee, I'm going to casually leave mine until you can hear an audible second beep, and this will be 65 degrees Celsius or slightly above. But remember, you can take it off before this second beep, and then that way you can access temperatures between 55 and 65 degrees Celsius. Now, as a helpful look into the volumes of extra froth that the Nanofoamer creates, let's look at 160 mils from 3 milks and their corresponding values of froth across all 3 tabs on a 1, 3, and 5 as the chosen programs. So let's talk about the transformative power of frothed milk. As it's not just about heating it up, it is about creating a texture that elevates your coffee experience beyond simply just warming milk up in a microwave. Frothing, or maybe a more palatable term is texturizing, crafts a creamy, indulgent froth that lingers the flavor of coffee on your palate. And my experience with the Nanofoamer Pro has been overwhelmingly positive. It is super easy to use and it stands out for one major advantage: achieving expert level froth milk in many different scenarios. And after just one or two initial adjustments in tabs and the program selection, I was able to reproduce textured milk drinks, very much like this one, that are both enjoyable and reliably consistent. The quality of the foam is impressive. It's thick, if you like it thick, but more importantly is that it is seamless, so it's not overly bubbly at all. However, when drawing on my barista background, I do advise a gentle swirl of the jug if there's any time gap between the program finishing and you pouring the milk into the cup. And this prevents the foam from separating and coming out as a big clump at the end of the pouring. And also, where many might transfer the milk from the Nanofoamer Pro into a barista jug for pouring beautiful latte art patterns, I also found my experience of pouring straight from the Nanofoamer Pro was easy. I could still pour latte art, and it was mess-free. Now, regarding the milk temperature from the Nanofoamer Pro, it can get up to 65 degrees Celsius and just above that. And my usual consistency when making coffee at home hovers around the 67 to 68 degrees Celsius, and slight differences are perceptible. Nevertheless, 65 degrees Celsius is still a very warm temperature for steaming your milk, but it's not super hot. On the bright side, the Nanofoamer Pro ensures that you won't burn your milk or your mouth after the program is complete. Though it does also have a cold milk function built into it as well, and this works perfectly alongside making cold iced lattes or other milkshake-like beverages. And whilst that's not why a lot of people are buying the Nanofoamer Pro, it will be a treat when you recall on a hot summer's day that the Nanofoamer Pro can get the job done. Now, in maintaining and cleaning the Nanofoamer Pro, it is crucial for optimal performance. Note that it's not dishwasher safe and you can't immerse it in water. It's not recommended due to its electrical components, but cleaning inside the jug is a breeze. And whilst there is a brush that's provided, its effectiveness may be limited. A quick rinse under the hot tap, followed by a wipe with a soft cloth, easily removes any milk buildup. And that's important to clean the jug after every use to prevent any unpleasant residue from staying around too long, as there will be some, but either a wipe down or even a further water and a drip of detergent with a spin cycle can help loosen everything up. And that propeller, located under the lid, this requires a rinse under the hot water tap as well to remove any buildup. So, regular cleaning ensures the longevity of your Nanofoamer Pro and keeps it in top-notch condition. In summary, the Nanofoamer Pro has far surpassed my expectations for a milk frother. With more adjustability in the settings, as well as the use of different paddles, a superior frothing wand, and the consistently impressive temperature and texture results, it stands out from that crowd of fairly mediocre milk frothers. And I've had a fair few of those in my time. It outshines them all, especially for texture control for alternative milks. And I highly recommend the Nanofoamer Pro for both coffee enthusiasts and those seeking barista quality foam at home. Its versatility with various types of milks, intuitive controls, and consistent performance just make it an obvious choice. Thank you so much for watching. Please add or share your thoughts or questions and experiences in the comments section down below. I would love to hear from you. And for more information on how to get your own Nanofoamer Pro, check the links in the description down below. Happy brewing, and I'll catch you in the next video.